DeSoto district of Seattle. Tonight, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC West. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers come out and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. Trying to get the running back here going early on the first play, Mike, but what that does is it opens things up for the rest of the passing game as the game unfolds. Show this defense our running back is not an afterthought. He is a priority to our passing attack.
Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Third down, 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL, and Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Hunt brings it in left side. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up
Great example of
second and
first down
3
efficiency. You
at
don't
their
always have to go for the
49-yard
big
line.
play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Darnold to the air once more. Shaheed with the catch. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
Second and 10. Darnold to throw again. That's caught. It's A.J. Barner, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Seattle.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw again is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and a yard at the Niners' 13-yard line.
A good spot here, second and a yard. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he'll fight forward, doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
His throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second and goal.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, 49ers nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for first and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And these are the tough yards you judge a back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that 1st down by about a yard or 2.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Kittle is the man in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. He's got his man. Completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. He left that 1st defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners' 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one on target to Cup. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
At the 35-yard line.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Darnold again. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early in that last pickup.
That is going to be all in. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now the point after drop from Myers. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
49ers 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Open man there. It is Bourne. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Reek Woolen that time. Good coverage, and he breaks it up.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground is Walker to start the drive. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll get this out wide, and he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they will finally run him down. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 34.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get him the ball.
Taken in right side by Barner. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
Seahawks, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Here's Walker. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Darnold to throw. There's a short one taken in by Barner.
To A.J. Barner. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this ball incomplete on third down. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it'll be fourth and goal coming up.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up third and 2.
Here's third and 2. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Kittle is the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Finding room at midfield. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Well, they hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
2nd and 11. The motion man here is Bourne. On 2nd down, Purdy. That is caught. And he's in. Jake Tonjes. Touchdown, 49ers.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
49ers 14.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Well, Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Now here's a keeper on his own read. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the first down.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Forced out wide.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Here's Walker. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
And 8 yards to
All
go.
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. That is caught. He finds Walker. 16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Seattle.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he's into the end zone. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Seahawks go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Purdy on 1st down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He's got a man. That's Kittle. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Now Purdy, and that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On comes Thomas Morstead as he is on to punt it away for San Francisco. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field, and he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On 2nd down, it's Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That's complete. It's JSN. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
From the gun, it's Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
A gain of 15.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another 1st down.
First and 10.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. Jawan Jennings was the intended target, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's hauled in at the 2, and he'll take it on in. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown San Francisco.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Seahawks offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. For the middle, it's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We're back to Seattle after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. First down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
In motion is Barner. To throw again is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. The Niners these the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
It's fourth down.
Here's Michael Dixon now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Motion man is the tight end going right. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. The second down throw is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Third down. Purdy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
The return, it's Shaheed. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Darnold to throw on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on second down. Darnold. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
And he did everything he could. He's trying to keep this play alive, but there's just too much penetration from this defensive front, and they end up taking him down behind the line.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. Here's their punter now, as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. automatic first down.
1st and 10. Now, Darnold. Quick throw, taken in. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll step up and run this. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He'll step up and run. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead. But remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner. So both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Shaheed now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Darnold now to throw. That's dropped off for Walker. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On play action, here's Darnold. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Now Purdy finding his tight end Farrell, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, 49ers.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. and he'll get about 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jason Pinnock there to end it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. from the shotgun. It's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. First and 10.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made by Julian Love. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 5. Now it's McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
A pair of first downs gives them first and 10 up at the 40. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They've converted twice on third down on this drive. Now facing third and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
That's another 49er first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man there. It is Bourne. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Niners first down.
First and 10 at the 18.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 7. Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
First down.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. Throw right side, he's got Tunges.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Third and goal. Purdy.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This, about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's Darnold. He takes off. And he'll hit the deck here. Remember, that mark comes at the start of the slide for only a gain of about a yard.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Take a shot downfield, looking for Cup, and this will be incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head, because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction, because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
22 yards. That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On second down, it's Darnold. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. How about that? Quick feet there. Made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 2nd and 2. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Kittle is the man in motion. 3rd and short. Purdy. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, Their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The 49ers out for the punt. They forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 49ers 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On the handoff, this is Walker. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing us.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Stafford fires to Cup. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Here's a jet sweep with Cup. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differerences. They know it's coming, and that can be a lot of gain. And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
On play action. Here. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Remember what this defense told us in our meetings this week, Mike. They don't think that they're necessarily going to be able to just stifle this offense play after play. They might have to give a little bit of bend, but they can't break. That sack, that is the defense not breaking. Down there near your own goal line, come away with a big play and see if they can keep points off the board.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. Forced out wide. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately, he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Niners offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. That's complete to Pearson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, 49ers.
13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
Now Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
They're all set to punt this one away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. pressure to start the drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Darnold to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Purdy on 1st down. Short one there, caught by Kittle.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. That's caught by Moore. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Kittle is the man in motion. Play action now. Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
But I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the 1st down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks' 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we'll check in with our referee. From the shotgun, it's Purdy, who else another catch for his favorite target. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being first and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Second down, goal to go. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. He's got it at the 3.
Purdy's pass. Complete to Jawan.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him short from picking up the first down.
And he will dive into the end zone. Brian Robinson, touchdown, 49ers.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Well, Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Bernardo Green on the coverage.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
That's a tough incompletion right there. Feels like that down was their only chance to extend this possession enough to end this game in regulation. I think the smart move here now is you have to punt this ball away. You cannot risk a fourth down failure and give your opponent a short field to get a chance to win it themselves.
Moore to return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Seahawks 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll run with Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy.
Purdy's pass complete to Brian Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup.
Now timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal try from here. Well, this might be one final heave to the end zone. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This one he's got to have. That's long enough, and it's good! On target from long range. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.